Whenever those feelings of loneliness emerge, you have to. What the fuck was that? Ah, oh, I look like Clark Kent. There are days where you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel like absolute shit, and there are gonna be days where you just feel so alone and so isolated. We don't even know where to go next, what to do next. So if you're feeling alone right now, just know it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Look, to be entirely truthful, loneliness, it's something you're going to experience throughout your life. And granted, I'm not saying it's not a crappy feeling, but the one thing that I have learned that I can teach you guys today about loneliness is that loneliness, when you are feeling that loss of sense of self, maybe you feel lost in general, alone, you feel like you're struggling by yourself with no one around you, it can be rough. But the thing is, that is your ego. That is the egoic mind trying to isolate you, trying to divide you from the rest of the people, trying to keep you into a certain space to say why you aren't good or why you're not good enough for this or that. Whether it could be for a relationship, whether because you're not seeing an improvement in anything you're doing, whether because you feel stuck in a certain habit or a certain cycle, or you just feel like it's so hard, and maybe you feel like even that no one is going to understand you. And just from that, that's literally the ego alone trying to tell you why you are worthless or you're not good enough or why you're alone or why you should be alone. Whenever those feelings of loneliness emerge, you have to. What the fuck was that? And although it's not easy to deal with it, which I understand, when those feelings of emotions come in of loneliness, you have to take it for what it is and accept it. And although that is easier said than done, those feeling of loneliness is trying to teach you something. In Stoicism, there's teachings for the Stoics that is to accept for what is, and that we cannot control what happens outside of us, but we can control what happens within us. And we have to really cultivate this inner self, if that's the correct term, is to allow to feel what you're feeling and to accept for what you're feeling as valid, but to not fall into this depths of hell of just not feeling good enough. So remember that when you are feeling that sense of loneliness, you have to detach from that feeling. And I know some people out there who may be feeling lonely, are feeling lonely because maybe even just relationship wise, not having that specific person or that spouse or craving a connection. And the thing is, a lot of the times what we're missing is we're looking for something outside of us to complete us. When the thing is, there's nothing outside of you that will complete you or make you whole other than yourself. And that you and yourself can make you happy. Because outside of you, the things that you see, whether there's people, objects, or these ideas of things where you think that will make you happy, is not going to make you happy. It might make you feel temporarily pleased and maybe temporary pleasure or temporary whatever, but it's not going to be long lasting. Happiness comes from within. And I'm not saying you shouldn't achieve to have that something else outside of you to also be fulfilled and also be happy. But I am saying to find happiness within yourself first before anything else. So don't self-sabotage just because you're not feeling great, because maybe you're feeling alone. And don't destroy yourself or just diminish your self-worth just because you're not there yet. Trust the process and realize that within this process, when you are feeling alone, it's just that ego trying to create separation and the ego trying to tell you why you are worthless. And that is far from the truth. You're not. So remember that there is nothing outside of you that can diminish your worth other than yourself. And even when you're feeling lonely, just know that everything will be okay. And that these feelings that might pop up, that might come in, are only temporary feelings. And it could last maybe a week, a month, maybe even a year. But eventually you will come through it. As long as you keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. Now, some books I do recommend reading, which has helped me. I'll list right here. And I hope that this video kind of helped you if you're feeling down. So let me know in the comments some of the things that maybe you're going through, and share this with someone else who might need it.